Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out the videos. Video on the Silverado. So we're going to continue with the repairs and getting that thing back 100% like new, well, or as new as I can make it. So today we're going to be installing this guy. It's almost unbelievable to think that my truck is a 2014 year model vehicle, which, you know, in today's standards, that's kind of old now, but it is still just two previous generation body styles behind what we currently have. Technically, it's only one, if you ask me, because the kind of facelift of the 2016 to 2018 year models wasn't really much of a body style change, in my opinion. But in my life, that Silverado is the newest vehicle that I have ever owned, period. So with that being said, it is insane to think that Chevy, building vehicles as long as they have, this is still a problem. So if you're here for purely entertainment, or if you're here for some help, welcome. Let's get the truck pulled in here and jump into it. Can you see how much of a pain it would have been if I would have done the transmission torque converter repair in here? Yeah. Probably not fun. We're going to go over how this is done. I'm definitely not the first person to do this. If I understand it correctly, we need to remove the visor, and we need to take out the bolts that hold in the handle here. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have to do much else. I think we should compare the new part with the old part, make sure it's visually similar. They look to be. There's so many different part numbers for these things, it's not even funny. But it does look like that they are the same size, which means that we're probably not going to have an issue. And here's the main design flaw with these things. It's got this opening right here in the back, so like water can get in here. And then how the heck is it supposed to get out, Chevy? GM, how the heck is that supposed to get out? Drive up a really steep incline? Because this is the only seal that's keeping water out of your truck. I don't know. Perfect. These are a T15. Power connector for the light. There we go. Nice. Okay, both of those just fly out of the truck at the first sign of trouble. That is so close. They gotta be a 10. They just gotta be. No? Really? Then what are you? Maybe it is an 8. Nope. It's whatever this is. Oh, it is. This is an 8. What did I just... Oh, it's a 9. I just can't read. Not being able to read really sucks. Nice. And you probably don't have to pull this all the way out. Probably not. So then this whole thing should just kind of, probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's just pull the whole thing out. There we go. Okay, it's not all the way out, but that'll work. That's better. Oh, no, this thing. I forgot. You got to pull that out. You can damage your headliner by doing this job, just so you guys know. I'm not super duper worried about this headliner, but just letting you guys know. There it is. Yeah, I can probably reach that. I'm going to reach that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to do it. I wonder what that goes to. This doesn't look factory. I don't know what this is. I don't want to pull on it, but that might deserve a little bit more investigation. It is a 10. Cool. You guys may not be able to see it, but it's right there. Yeah, so you don't have to remove the big center console thing. Just be very ginger with this because you, like I said, you can damage your headliner if you're not careful. Just so I'm sure you guys are seeing this, I'm gonna point the camera myself. It's right at the tip of my finger, right there. So it is kind of hard to see it, but it's not that hard to get to. Got it. Just grab this and pull up. There we go. That's the piece I wanted. All right, so now this is the old one, and this is what the new one looks like. They look a little bit different, but not so much that I'm concerned about it. So now we just got to get this thing unplugged. It looks like it's got one major clip holding it in. Actually, tell you what, my clip looks different. That's not good. There we go. So this is our issue. It's the same part number. So like, I don't understand. So it won't plug in, but it may keep my truck from leaking. Interesting. This truck was an old police cruiser. Well, not technically a police cruiser, but it was owned by a police officer. That's interesting. I guess I'm just gonna put this one in there at the very least. Why do you do this to me, Chevy? Why do you do this? All right, so I'm definitely not putting this back on. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and install this thing. I'm gonna get the right part on the way, but I'm just going to install this for the time being. And then, you know, it wasn't super duper expensive or anything, but maybe I can just give it to someone in need or maybe resell it as a used part. I do not know really, but for now, I'm just gonna use it because it should work. I wonder if I just took the guts out. Ooh, could we MacGyver this? Hang on, because it still works, right? It's just the outside is bad. So what if I just took it apart? I will straight up solder on these new connections. I don't even care, man.
2 hours later.
I am big enough a man to admit when I messed up, and I messed up. This wasn't gonna work. It probably had a chance of working. Long story short, I messed up. So this is what I'm gonna do. I tried to fix what I bought, didn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna order the correct part. It should be here in a couple of days. And then I'm just gonna go back and install it. But until then, I'm going to install this part, and I'm not gonna have to plug in any wires or anything. And so we're just going to put this in as a placeholder to keep rain from getting in the truck anymore, because I'm sick of it happening. All right, so now that that's taken care of, I'm going to finish cleaning up the roof here, and then we're going to get that thing installed. So this video may help you. It's definitely brought some light to my eyes. You know, it may be worthwhile, you know, opening up your truck here and checking to see if your plug is the 2-prong one or the single prong. But I'm assuming that if you have a similar truck as mine, that it's gonna be probably a 2-prong. And I honestly could not tell you the reason why it is, why it's different, why they would make a different one. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Boom, on. So I'm just gonna get this part threaded back up in there. All right, good to go. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I really hope it helped you out. You know, I enjoy making mistakes, so that way you guys can learn from them before you dive into stuff like this. So even though it didn't end up being the way I wanted it to be, I do really hope it helped you guys out. So I'm going to get the new part installed, the correct part installed, but for now, at least water won't be getting into the truck, which is exactly what I was shooting for. So once again, thank you guys very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to tip your waitresses, eat your vegetables, share my video with your dog, and I'll see you guys in the next one.